Hi, everybody, and welcome to today's cryptocurrency analysis. And today we would be looking at Solana. It's your boy Femi one more time. So if you like the channel, please click on the like button, click on the subscribe button. And if you're new here, right, please click on the right button to support the channel. It's your boy Femi giving you daily analysis on your favorite cryptocurrency. And so let's look at Solana or Sol, right? The price of Solana today is $18, right? We had a huge pop up, right, at about 31%. We've seen a huge pump in the price of Solana in the few days. We know what's happening in the cryptocurrency ecosystem, as we've seen a lot of things. We had a reputable exchange, FTX, go down. But I'm going to prove to you in the chat today that it was all in the chart, right? We expected it in the chart, right? We saw it in the chart. We're expecting Solana to drop to such levels, right? And everything the chart explained to us that Solana was going to drop that low, right? We saw Solana in the last 7 days. Since Solana dropped from a price of $35 down even to about $14, which is currently trading at $18. And today we'll just be analyzing Solana and seeing what the chart will see. And I'll show you more reasons why I believe the chart predicted so. And so you should have just shorted Solana down because the chart predicted it. The chart told you, right? And as you can see, in the past 7 days, we've seen a 41 decrease. In the past 24 hours, we've seen a huge pump in the price of Solana to about 31%. In the last 1 hour, 22%. So let's move to the chart. And this is the chart for Solana on the weekly, right? And from here, the moment we turned bearish and we were getting rejected at the 142 region, right? We're already bearish on Solana. We're saying this was below the EMAs, and right, we could see that huge dump that happened even to the $30, and we pumped up a little. But we're saying even if we pump up a bit, probably we should have our first resistance at $50 before we push down a bit, and we could know what's happening currently in the space as regards both FTX and all the other people. And by the way, if you're affected by it, my condolences, right? And please only trade with exchanges that are verifiable. That's why we do not shield on the channel. We do not tell you where to put your money, right? Be careful where you put your money. But back to the analysis, right? If we see Solana on the weekly, I'm afraid to say, but we're still expecting further downward price action. As we can see here, every single time the stochastics came down, we had a huge pump in price. Same thing down here, we had some huge pump. Same thing trend began to show us that we're bearish, and probably I could say, as you can see, the stochastic is still a little bit up on the weekly, and so we should expect further downward price action in the price of Solana. And I'll be giving you more reasons why probably we should expect a pump and then more dump. As you can see, our stochastic, right, it's telling us we should expect more dump. Probably same thing with the RSI, but those are just one or two of the analysis, right? On the daily, right, we're seeing that stochastic will have sold, so probably we should see more upward price action for Solana. Same thing on the RSI. So this is what's gonna happen, right? Because we could see the price of Solana pop up to even about $25, and then we have a huge crash, right? If we move over to this chart gives us, and this is Solana trading view. Binance is our data source. This is 3 days. We have a better understanding as to what's gonna happen with the price of Solana. As you could see, we broke a very huge support at the $30 to $22 that Solana had a lot of support at this place, and we broke it. And probably how these weeks work is that probably price will go up a bit but come back to fill this week. So we should still see Solana come probably to about the $10 region, right, before we go. If we look at some of our indicators and what are they saying, stochastic is still turning down on the 3 days time frame. As you can see, money flow is still getting out of Solana. So probably that is just a short squeeze, and we should still see we should still expect lower prices for the price of Solana. But as we can see, same thing is happening on the daily as we are saying that will or should happen. That Solana is in a bearish trend, and this long wick or candle back downward has just been recovered, and probably we should see, probably if Solana is very bullish, should come down to this resistance at about the $25 before for the price of further downward price action. As you can see, our money flow is saying probably we should still have probably more upwards move. Same thing with our oscillator. Our oscillator is about to turn, so probably Solana is a little bit bullish, and we should still see prices move upward a bit. And so we're expecting further onward or upward price action for Solana, right, before we see the final move downwards to create a double bottom, right? If we go down to the 12 hourly, same thing as we can see, right? Price probably should move to the EMA rebounds. As we said with the EMA rebounds, every single time the EMA rebounds flipped, we were bullish. As you can see, price moved up, and every single time we flipped back downwards, right? That means the red EMAs goes above, and the yellow EMAs goes below. We are bearish, and so when we have got the bearish move here, we're expecting further downward price action for Solana, right? If we could see our indicators, our money flow began to tell us that we're bearish on Solana, as you can see. So we're bearish since $37. As you can see, we began to short. Our oscillator began to confirm the bearishness, and then we're able to make a nice amount of short on that trade. As for instance, as you can see, our oscillator is turning upwards, our money is beginning to come back to Solana, so probably we should see further price action down, even probably to the 24-25 region. So if you like the channel, please click on the like, click on the subscribe button. Remember, this is not financial advice, and we are just giving you analysis on the markets. So if you like the channel, click the like button, click the subscribe button, and have a great day.